I totally did not look up the names for half of these cards just a moment ago because I don't know how to pronounce half of them. Hello, I'm Ayrton from Loopville TCG, and this is a set 3 kind of hybrid mix of Bavsargra. We haven't got any of the new set support yet really. We're waiting for set 4 to come out. But we know what to expect, but for the meantime, this is what we have to work with until it happens. So if we start off, we have a ride deck. Basically what came in the TD. The 0, 1, 2, 3. We need to actually play this ride line specifically because the grade 1 here needs to be placed on top of the grade 0 here to search out the arms. The grade 2 needs to ride on top of the 1, and then Bavsargra is your main boss monster. Boss unit. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh speak coming out. Anyway, that's our ride deck over here. It's nothing too fancy. Just the TD stuff. Starting with the deck here, we'll go through by grades. So, we have 3 copies of Sealed Blaze Maiden Bavsargra. Our, what do we call her? Our boss unit, per se. Persona Ride, grade 3, Twin Drive, all that fancy pizzazz. But with our main gimmick of the deck, our arms, Zacian and Zamazenta. I said that the wrong way around. Zacian, Zamazenta. We basically can enable a couple of his skills. So, the gimmick of the deck is arming the Vanguard with cool, sick drip weapons. the Gucci sword and the Gucci shield. And we just get a skill whenever she's armed with a one of the arms here. We can soul charge and call a grade 1 or less from our drop zone to a rear guard. It actually comes in handy with some of the other stuff we have to play in set 3. The time being. It also helps with Trick Moon in set 4. We don't worry about that for the time being. And then if you're doubly armed, like dual arms, dual wield, you Soul Blast 2 and blow up a front row, get the crit. I mean, very good. Board control. We play gimmicks. We love gimmicks. Swappable weapons and all that sort of stuff. So there's our Bavsargra. We'll go through these. We're playing 4 of the sword, 1 of the shield. Like I said with the grade 1 here, it searches out 1 of the 2. It can't search out the spear or the gun from next set. It has to search out the sword and the shield, unfortunately. But because we can search it out, we only need to play 1 of the shield. It's the one that doesn't get replaced. It just stays on your Vanguard the entire time. Swayamboo, you play with Counterblast 1, and then arm it onto Bavsargra here. And then, once per turn, when the armed unit is attacked, you can make it gain plus 10k for that battle. It's just a 10k shield. Counterblast 1, 10k shield every turn. It's free. It's basically a free shield at that point. And then we have the Bravati? The sword. Play it with Soul Blast 1. When you arm it, when the armed unit swings, it gets plus 10k for the battle. And in the battle, if your opponent's damage has 4 or less cards, you counterblast 2, de-arm it, put it in the drop, ping your opponent 1. Very nice if you want to get that extra pressure. You put your opponent to 4 with a crit. They're most likely going to guard it, so you can just ping them to 5, and then you got 2 other swings left after that. And our last one here is Sealed Blaze Dragon Ursaldra. Very funny card. These cards are impossible to pronounce apparently. When it's placed on rear guard, Counterblast 1, choose an arms from drop zone, add it to hand. Basically a way of getting our sword back. This is it. 13k body. Don't need to worry about anything else. Next, our grade 2 lineup. Not too many. We're playing more of the grade 2 here. So when it's on rear guard, if Vanguard is armed, it gets plus 15k until the end of the battle. When it swings, 15k beta, nothing more, nothing less. Just comes in the trial deck, easy to use, big numbers. And our other, this is our spicy, well not really spicy, but something we have to use until set 4, well I believe at least, is Verena Arcs. Good old Pot of Greed. Should know what this does now. When overdressed, Counterblast 1, draw 2, get 5k. It works really well with Bavsargra since you can discard the Trick Stars for the 1 and the 3. running up from 1 and 3, because it sets up the drop zone. You can call the Trickstar out, do this, counterblast 1, draw more cards. It helps you see your arms pieces faster, other beaters, just bigger hand in general, all of that. Very nice. We're moving on to the grade 1s. At the moment, we're playing 2 of the Trial Deck grade 1s. When it attacks, it gets plus 2k in the battle. It's just a 10k attacker. Honestly, you can swap this out for a handful of cards. Shimmer Mango, whatever her name is, the one in Eugene where when you retire a card, you can retire her, look at the top card of the deck, call it to real, put it to soul. Helps build soul for Bavsargra to use, or helps build a board. Yeah, that's that. At the moment, this is pretty much a flex spot at the moment. We have 4 Madoka Magicas, or Stealth Dragon Fushimachi Madoka. 15k shield, 15k shield, 10k attacker. Bavsargra can call it back off her skill if you don't want to call Trickstar or you just need attackers. Pretty good. I mean, 15k shield is pretty good. I used to think Togashi Rashi was the best card in Dragon Empire, but I think I've changed my opinion on that now. Is our Twin Buckler. I mean, it's PG. Mandatory. Can't really do much about that. Next, we go on to the grade 0s. We're playing 4 Trickstar. Like I said earlier, good discard fodder for Ride Line, and it works well with arcs just to see pieces. That's all we really need it for. Until we get Trick Moon, it pretty much stays in the. You can put it in the deck. You can play the pure variant, but I like seeing drawing cards. I really like Trickstar arcs. Then we go to triggers. We check this one on 6 damage defensive over. You know, the usual. Just like the last episode. 4 of the in-soul crits end of the battle boosted, put into soul, choose one of units, gets plus 2k. The plus 2k is pretty negligible, it's just the soul that we really care about, because we're soul blasting 2, blowing up the front row. We just want to keep replenishing that soul with as many ways as possible. That's why we also have the option of playing Shimango. We play 3 more crits, because crits are good. Playing the fronts here, 4 fronts, turn your brain off, check front, turn brain off, just put it everywhere. The only other reason we're playing fronts at the moment is because with your massive grade 3 lineup, that's actually a lot of dead hands, so it just makes up for another 5k shield that we just lose out from there. And then 4 heals. I mean, 4 heals is pretty self-explanatory. We check it, we heal, we don't die because of it. And that's pretty much it. I'm really excited for set 4 with all the other arms, the spear, the gun, and that's pretty much the spear and the gun. The other double rare, but at the time being, this is actually pretty fun to use. The video with Bavsargra earlier, like 2 months ago maybe, that was with set 2 only, so just having the Madokas changes a lot, I reckon. Just having extra shield. Extra shield. Shield is a big problem in this deck. We don't have enough of it. I wish we had more. Please. Please give me more shield. Thank you for watching. Subscrizzle my nizzles.